We'll be starting in a second, folks. All right. All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Let me turn my camera on. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. I hope you all are doing well today. Let me say hello to everybody here. We got John, we got Candy, we got Rihanna, we got Cheese Grate Trader, we got Mr. Yuri, we got David, John, Bugs, Robert, Ivano, Devin, Afa Diaz, we got Bill, Matt, Ann, Jill. Happy Friday, everybody. We got JB, we got Brian, we got Stacy, we got Afa Diaz, we got Dave, we got Michael, we got Mary, we got Julio, we got Ray, we got Brian, we got SJL, we have Jeff, Ringo, Stacy, Jody, Brian, Sassy Trainer, Romel, Barry's in the house. Barry, I got your email. I saw it this morning. I just didn't have a chance to respond. Um, I'll respond to you in about an hour or so. Wade, Penny, good morning, Penny. Sherman, Richard from Puente Gorda. Always so good to see you here. I think you've been coming here daily now for about a year, maybe even more. Love it. Love it. Thank you, Richard. We appreciate you. Keith, Dave, James, Peanuts in the house, Thomas, Bob, Warren, Tom, Mark, Ted, Stephen, Cosmic Spiral, John, Eduardo, Richard, Spider Monkey, Vertuvian. Good morning, Vertuvian, and congrats on yesterday's trading session. Send me an update email. I haven't heard from you in a while. Lewis, HG, Kathy, Wesley, Bobby, Omar. Good morning, Omar. Matt, Stan, Art, David, Ira, David, Jacques. Mr. Jacques Cousteau is in the house. Good morning, Jacques. I hope you're doing well. Let's see. I'm going too fast. That's right. Mark. Matt's not here, but I'll tell him you said good morning, Mark. And I'm pretty sure he's feeling better. We got CJ, Mr. Yakov. Good morning, Mr. Yakov. Yep. Warning from Clyde. Red flag. Hold on one second. Let me let Mia out. Okay, 1 second. She was with me all day yesterday, the entire session, and she came in this morning, but she wanted to go out for the first time. So that's interesting. Good morning, Ira, Sharp, Mark, CJ, Yakov. Good morning, Jacob, Jim, Yakov, Inman. Love your name. Steve, David, Murray. Good morning, Murray. I hope your back is feeling better. Pete, Stefan, Hopium, Selena, RP, Henry, Adrian, Lawrence, Krish, Sergey. Good morning, Sergey. Ralph, Peter, Rick, James, Ronaldo, Jason, Jimmy, Diamond, Jen, Bancroft, James, Scampy. Good luck, Scampy. Shamens, happy Friday. Richard, I hope your stomach is feeling better. I know Matt's is. I hope you're feeling better, buddy. Naples fan, Genevieve, Waterford. Let's just get back here. We got a lot of people here. Gerald, good morning, Gerald. Haven't heard from you in a while. Hope you're doing well. Happy Friday, everybody. Stefan, Cam, good morning, Cam. Dragon Dawn is here. Oh, yeah, yeah. And I got my favorite t-shirt on. Candlesticks is all I think about. Delroy, Bob. Good morning, Bob. Thank you. Thank you so much for being an awesome actuary. Flying Ronan, Doug, Gregory, Kevin. Good morning, Kevin. Stuart, William. Good morning, William from South Florida. Big Day in Customer Service Live. Jeffrey, oh, that's good, good. He'll be on my VIP room today as well at noon. Thank you, Bob. Ringo, can you enlarge font on your screen? Can I enlarge the font on my screen? I don't think so. My screen is full size, but what you can do is go to 1080p. That'll help. I'll show you how to do that in a minute. Carlos, Stewart, Kevin, Cam, Bob, Ringo, Carlos, Porky's. Good morning, Porky's. Every time I see that, I think about the old movie Porky's. It's a great movie. Martin, good morning, Martin. Yeah, she's taken over the regional bank stocks. We got Martin and Matt. We got Murray, Linda. We got Barry, Jesse, Rick. Good morning, Rick from Estero, Florida. I've never been to Estero. I got to check it out. I think it's on the other side. I heard it's beautiful, though. Ray, we got Ray. We got. We'll continue to develop a watch list. Oh, that's very nice. Very nice. Excellent, Cam. Excellent. Rod is in the house. Carlos, Alan, Nathan. Good morning, Nathan. Gotcha. It's a thing because I have to go deal with. Oh, I'm so sorry, Richard. Harold, Kai, Stacy. Oh, no captions today. Ooh, sorry about that. Yeah, usually I have captions. Let's see if I could do them now. I could probably do the captions. Hold on, let me see if I could do the captions. Yep, I did the captions. Now let me go and share the screen again. Okay, we got captions now. We're rocking and rolling with the captions, okay? Thank you for reminding me. Eagle Beagle, Kaya, Seth, James, Moondog, Karen the Shark is here. Mark, Panama Beach, Mark, Dog, Don, Rayner, James, Seth, Eagle Beagle. Got some fun. Yeah. We got Alpha Diaz, Emmanuel, Ivan, Sin, Tony, Rick, Anukumar, and Naples fan. Yeah, I got the captions on. Okay, let's talk about the market. Why is the market down today? Well, we'll talk about that in a few minutes. Do we have any Fed data today? Yeah, we actually have housing starts, import and export, and we have industrial production, and we will get this data today, which will be very, 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 very important. Very important. And if I skipped your name, I apologize. Good morning. Now, real quick, for anybody who's having difficulty seeing things, I'm broadcasting the full size of my screen. What you can do is this. Don't go to auto, go to 1080p. Make sure you're at 1080p, and you'll be able to see me very clearly in 1080p, which is high definition, okay? So just go to 1080p while you're there. If you don't mind, if you feel I provide you some degree of value, please give us a thumbs up. Just one thumbs up, okay? One thumbs up. All right. How many people we got? We got 421 people. So just to give you guys some feedback, today may be a little more stressful for me than usual. And the reason for that is my mother-in-law is having surgery. She's having stomach surgery today. So my wife is in the hospital with her. I'm here working, but I'm very stressed out. So I'm just letting you know that I'm under a little stress today that I'm usually not under because one of my family members is having stomach surgery. Okay. So just if I seem a little stressed out, if I seem a little off today, it's because something is happening in my life too. Okay. So just FYI, it's not a major surgery, but she is having surgery today, and it's my mother-in-law, and I love her to death. She's awesome. And she's obviously my wife's mom, so I don't have to explain it to you guys. I'll be around all day. I'm not going anywhere. They already left for the hospital, but it's a surgery, and she's in her 70s, so obviously I'm very concerned. So let's all pray for Anna, and her name is Anna, and let's all hope that she's going to have a very mild. And I'll keep you guys updated. And then my mother is going to have surgery in 10 days on the 27th for her back. She's going to have fusion, which is not that serious, but still. Anyway, it's nerve-wracking, and if I seem a little off today, I usually am not, but if I seem a little off, it's obviously you guys are all human beings and you all understand. Um, Now, as far as the overall market, we're down. I'll talk about the catalysts and why the market's down. And actually, the market, thank you. I appreciate it all. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, HG. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you, all of you. I do appreciate it. Surgery is nothing to joke about. Yeah. All right. So we do have some Fed data starting in about 20 minutes. And actually, all the Fed data will come out before the market opens, and that will be a major catalyst for today. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, back to back, 10 days apart. Gold, what is gold doing? Gold is actually down today. And I remember warning you guys and telling everybody, like, don't get overexcited whenever you hear people talking. Thanks, Eagle Beagle. I appreciate it. Yeah. She was in the hospital 20 days. Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah. Smoke signal up. Thank you. I appreciate it, guys. I really do appreciate it. She's a wonderful lady. Wonderful. I got like the best mother-in-law in the world. She always takes my side. So anyway, I'm expecting gold, and I'm not kidding. I really do believe gold will come down here. I'm not like making this up. It's not some pie in the sky. I think this is grossly overextended for what we've been seeing, especially in light of the current economy. And again, when you start seeing people talk, when you see headlines, gold is the new crypto. I mean, gold's been around. I mean, just think about how ironic that is, right? For anybody who's over 50, gold is the new crypto, right? I mean, come on. So I think gold is going to come right here. And by the way, if it comes here, it'll just go to fair value area from the last quarter option expiration. So we're not really asking for it to do anything crazy. Believe it or not, if gold comes down here, which is this area, it's only going to be making a 10-day low. So we're not really asking for anything crazy. We're asking for gold to erase 4 days. That's all we're looking for, 4 or 5 days. So I still believe it will come here. Okay. Well, I don't know if it's happening now, but this is way too much. This is just doesn't. This is a lot of folks are always looking for an overbought, overextended signal. There's no better signal than deviation from the 8 and 15 day. That's the best signal you can have. Empty spot here is the best standard deviation signal you're going to get, better than anything else. And by the way, technically, if we were to run this through the Bollinger Bands you know what? Let's do something fun just for shits and giggles. Let's take a look here. I know I have the 2-day RSI here. Let me just change the setting. I'm just going to go to 10 days and see if it's overextended. Yeah. Look at this. Even the stupid RSI indicator, which I don't use for this type of stuff, look how overextended this is. Again, I'm not a big fan of that, but we are overextended here. Okay. Even with the RSI, I mean, just about everything. I don't really talk about silver, but if you want me to talk about silver, I will. I mean, they follow each other. They have very strong correlation. Anything that will right here. Let me draw you a line. I guess I should talk about silver too sometime. There you go. Oops. There you go. There's your silver. Okay. No, that's why I don't talk about silver. Just same thing. They follow each other. Okay. Also, let me give you guys some links real quick. As I mentioned, Jeffrey Turnmeyer will be hanging out with me in the VIP room today. Here's the link for the VIP room, and I'll also do my analysis, and I'll talk about questions that you guys have been answering me. I'll answer questions that you guys have been asking me for the last week about all the stuff we've been talking about. That's and here's customer service live, and as you guys heard it, Cam is going to. Thank you, Julio. I appreciate it. Cam is going to cover data miner again, and also talk to Jeffrey. I should have come on your show. Now that I'm thinking about it, Cam, when we launched data miner, but anyways, I should have done that. It's still not too late, actually. Probably do it sometimes next week. It's been a while. I like coming to customer service live. It's a great show. Crude oil is not doing anything good. This could be a reversal here. This is a hammer, a very aggressive hammer. So I'm looking for possible turnaround. We went a little lower here and we came back up. This is as overextended as gold is, and I'm expecting us to come right back to this area right here. Right here. This is getting a little overextended. I really like seeing this because this gives Putin the big middle finger. But This is not good for the economy either. When crude oil goes below 50, it usually signals, not we're not there yet, but it signals that the economy is slowing down. And we haven't been here in quite some time. I mean, this is obviously good for us, but this is a sign of a slowdown in the economy, okay? So, not the best thing in the world to see, but I'm hoping this will come back up. And also, if you look at the US dollar looks to be coming down, okay? US dollar coming down is actually fairly bullish for crude oil, okay? Now, here's the interesting part. Crude oil, US dollar has been coming down now for 5 or 6 days, okay? All right. And even now, with it coming down, we're still seeing gold coming up. I mean, gold is also coming down. And usually when US dollar comes down, gold goes up. So the fact that US dollar is coming down and the fact that gold is coming down together is also telling me that there's extra crispiness in gold in terms of the downside potential. So my point is, let's all be careful here. If the US dollar comes down and if gold can't stay at these levels, it's a double whammy that gold is overextended, okay? Bitcoin. I warned you about Bitcoin yesterday and I told you that it doesn't look good. And now we're at the 200-day moving average. This is a very strong level of support. Cam says, I'll be working on data miner cheat sheet. Should have a draft ready for review by Monday. Oh, that's fantastic. Hey, Vladimir, good morning. Yeah, Cam, let's do that sometimes next week. Maybe next Friday. I'll check my schedule. Maybe next Friday. Let's talk about it. Reach out to me. Reach out to me later so I don't forget, and I'll talk to Carolina about my schedule. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Richard. That has to come from a teenager. Gold is the new crypto. I mean, come on. That's crazy, 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 crazy. That's right, Wayne. Okay, good. I'm just following up on I'm just following up on the questions here. So we're at support. We're at support on Bitcoin. I don't think we're going to go much lower unless there's a major catalyst right now. Also, keep something else in mind. Bitcoin is going down at the same time that crude oil is going down. Crude oil is going down is really good it's really bullish for Bitcoin. So this is really meaningful here. And as you could see, we're not in this channel anymore. I believe we're going to come from here and we're going to bounce in this area right here, the 113 area, and then we'll see what happens. We're either going to come back up or we're going to use that as a potential opportunity to shift back down and go lower. But I think this is going to be a major support. You've got a year end, you're at the year VWAP right here. Let me just make sure we're at the year VWAP here. Yeah, yep, yep. Just wanted to make sure this is the year. So this is the year. If Bitcoin, folks, if Bitcoin breaks this level, if Bitcoin, it's from 10 to 1, from 10 to 1. If Bitcoin breaks this level right here, this is a major year level and the 200-day line. If we break this level, all bets are off. But I don't think we're going to break this level, at least not for now. I think in the worst case scenario, we're going to chop around here a little bit and see what's next. But most likely scenario, we're going to, because of the way we're bouncing right now off the 200, right at the 200, I think we're going to go right up to here and see what happens over the next few days. Okay? Good morning, Bugs. Good morning. That's right. Keep posting, Bugs. Keep posting. I'll always post what you post because people like it and it's beneficial to them. All right, so that's Bitcoin. China is still trying to stay above the 100-day moving average. This is the FX side. This is China, the largest stocks in China. So we're okay there for now. Okay. Yeah, I just think it's funny. I don't even Keith, I don't even know who said it. I just heard it and I heard a few people saying it and I just thought that was the funniest thing. I mean, that's like the biggest oxymoron in the world, right? Okay, so we're still holding on. China is still holding on. We're not in the crapper. We're holding the 100-day moving average. And again, US dollar. What's the US dollar? I hate to say it, I told you so, but US dollar is coming back into this because just as we had a little less uncertainty over trade, now we have increased uncertainty over trade. with this new mishigas from China and the trade war from China, which is going to put pressure on global economies like China currencies and the US dollar. But in principle, US dollar getting weaker, okay, should lighten up the pressure on gold, and it should lighten up the pressure on crude oil. I don't know if that's going to happen, and we're definitely not seeing it. So let's see. Let's see if crude oil can start coming back up. So kind of let me just kind of review both crude oil and Bitcoin. I'm expecting a push up. Okay, in both. All right, all right. Just FYI, I'm just getting some updates here. All right. Folks, can we focus on what I'm talking about right now? Please. This is important. Please. This is important. Okay? Uh we talked about Europe, we talked about FXI, we talked about Europe. All right. What are the major catalysts for today? Let's get into the fun stuff, all the stuff that you guys want to talk about. What are the catalysts for today? Come on, guys. What are the catalysts for today? We got to have a major catalyst for today. Okay, good. Financial stocks coming back. Good, good, good. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, here we go. Da, 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 da. Fed data, banks, financial services, chips, max, transports. Where's the transports from? Let's see. Oh, CSX. CSX. Okay, I use industrial, but yeah, yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Let's see. Banks, mags, Fed, chips, industrial. I think let's see what you guys got here. Fed data, banks, chips, mags, transport, China, Japan. I don't know about China, Japan. That's old news. Data mine. That's a reaction. That's not a catalyst. Uh, What you're seeing, Matt, is a reaction from Matt. What you're doing is you're doing a double catalyst there. You're the Fed data, the bank financials is what's causing the China and Japan to be down. So the China and Japan is a reaction to the regional bank catalyst. Just FYI. Just FYI. Okay. Okay, financials, definitely financials, Rod. Ivano, okay, XLF, definitely. SLB, definitely. Mags, Europe, possibly. Mags, SMH, yes. CS. You guys got everything. I'm not sure about Europe, China, and Japan. I'll have to take a look at that. But definitely banks, mags, Fed, chips, industrial is what I've got. Okay. Yeah, Naples fan, that's financials. That's financials. Government shutdown. Lewis, if you don't know what you are doing, then don't write. Don't give us catalysts from 10 days ago. No, no, no. Let's stick to let's stick to the program. Should be thinking of industrial transports together as one. No, no, no. Well, yeah, yeah. CSX. CSX is industrial. It's an industrial stock. So industrial. It's a transport, but it's an industrial stock. It doesn't matter which way you go. Is there any important government data release today? Anu Kumar. I mean, excuse me, not Akuman. Varnit. Didn't you see what I posted? One, two. I posted this earlier today. Okay. Don't confuse catalysts for reactions to catalysts. It's kind of like SMH is down 2%. Apple is down as a result of SMH, and now Apple is a catalyst. It's not. SMH is the catalyst. Apple is the result of it's an example. Okay. Good morning, Manuel from Holland. Oh my. Oh my. Holland. If you guys go to Holland, visit this coffee shop called Dam Creek, Dam Creek, Dam Creek. Um, Ocean's 11 and Ocean 12 were filmed there. They have all their pictures on there. Really, really great. Dams Creek, Dams Creek. It's a treasure from in Amsterdam. I'm assuming you're in Amsterdam, Manuel. Check out Dams Creek. Thank you, Mary. Thank you. I appreciate it, Mary. So yeah, we do have Fed data. Okay, we know the catalyst, so let's get into it. And we'll see if Europe and Asia are a catalyst or a reaction to what is happening in the USA. Excuse me. Worries about health of regional U.S. banks continues to weigh on sentiment. Well, actually, it's beginning to weigh on sentiment. Zion Bancorp and Western Alliance said on Thursday they were victims of suspected fraud involving loans linked to troubled property funds. Now, folks, I'm going to have a little come to Jesus talk with you right now, okay? It does, Vivek, it does. Um, Chips and mags. Oh, that's a catalyst, definitely. Richard, mags and chips are on my list. Here's my list. Here's my list right here. There's my list for you guys right there. I always put it in the upper corner right here. You could probably see what it says: banks, mags, Fed, chips, industrial, in that order. I don't. I think all the Europe, Asia, and China. I think that's. I think that's. Um, I think that's a reaction to what we're seeing here. So I'm going to have a little come to Jesus talk with you right now. Okay. And I hope you guys, I've been waiting to talk to the catalyst about this. I didn't want to start off because I wanted to get 600 people in the room minimum before I talked about this. So I'm about to talk about something very important. And I want you to put all that other crap you're doing away and listen to me. Okay. Every modern stock market collapse that we have had has been a result of a thing called credit crunch. Yeah, I know, you're going to talk about this and you're going to talk about this and you're going to talk about that. I only go with, you guys know how I operate. I only go for a sure thing. I don't like to speculate. So the biggest reason why the U.S. stock markets have a fall, a meltdown, like a real meltdown, like 2008, those kind of meltdowns. Credit crunch. If you don't believe me, if you don't believe me, take a look at the last 10 stock market recessions and the last 10 stock market meltdowns. Credit crunch. What causes the, not tech crunch, not AI crunch, credit crunch, financials. Okay. Now, do I believe this is a real problem? No, I don't. I believe this is nonsense. I believe this is just very. First of all, look at these banks: Zion Bank and Western Alliance Bancorp. These are not exactly Wells Fargo and J.P. Morgan. Okay. Second of all, we're not hearing this from a broad group of financial stocks that have just reported 2 days ago. Well, why are you talking about it if it's not such a big deal, Roger? Well, let me explain. When anything happens to banks in America, because of what happened in the last 10 recessions and the last stock market meltdowns, people get really scared. People get really scared. Okay. It's like us talking about another COVID shutdown. So anytime, and I hope to God you're listening to what I'm saying right now, because nobody's going to talk straight with you like this today. So anytime we hear anything about banks, the markets just go. Okay. But unless there's something really behind this, like unless it's, this is a real problem and not an isolated incident, it will not have any long-term implications on the economy. Well, Roger, why are you making such a big deal about it then? I'm making a big deal about it because look at the markets overnight. Look at the markets overnight. That's a big move. We've completely recovered it already. But look at this move. Look at this move. That's a big move. That's a big move. Okay. So my point in explaining this to you is is for you guys. One second, let me just my point in explaining all this and saying all this is for you guys to first of all to be mindful when you get banking news coming out like this. It is very, very important, and it's something you should take very seriously. On the other hand, you should always try to use common sense and determine when that news is isolated and when that news can potentially be widespread. Now, I'm spending a lot of time talking about this because this is going to be the most important thing you guys are going to hear from me probably this quarter. Credit crunches is what causes markets to sell off, not presidential elections, not presidential orders, not tariffs, not AI bubbles. All that is bullshit. What really causes the markets to take a dump is credit crunches. As of right now, this is very, 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 very isolated to a couple of regional banks. I'm not going to even, make a big deal out of this. But it's something we have to be mindful of, and it's something we have to take seriously. Because if this continues to spread, we are going to fall apart. What are the odds of that? Probably 5%, but just something to keep in the back of your minds and not to be a hero and start talking about how I'm going to use this as an opportunity to load my Don't do that. Don't do that. Wait for this to recover. Wait for this cloud to dissipate. Does everybody understand what I just said? Does everybody understand what I just said? Yes, it's only regional banks. Analysts believe the issue is isolated events. If it wasn't isolated events, Richard, the stock market wouldn't be making a recovery like it's making right now. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Don't make more out of it than it is, but at the same time, appreciate the fact that banks is what causes stock markets to crash. You guys understand what I'm saying? Okay, good. All right, let's continue. This adds to a growing list of investor concerns. Government shutdown, AI bubble, escalating trade war. U.S. futures fell as much as 1% earlier today. They're recovering very, very well right now. And QQQ has almost recovered. And let me look at the Dow. Oh, the Dow's already, look at this. The Dow, which is blue chips, is already above this. Let's look at XLF. Oh, yeah, baby. We're moving higher. We're moving past this. Okay, excellent, excellent. But please don't underestimate it. Don't underestimate and don't think, I didn't know that Keynes said that, but I'm telling you, don't be a hero. Don't put on your Superman cape and think you know it. Don't have the I'm going to stock up on my favorite stocks. Let's let this pass. Because what if we right now get on a news wire that there's another bank that we're gonna it's gonna be a deep shit. So this is like big right now. It's a cloud. The cloud will pass. Let it pass. Okay. Regional bank extended their slide in pre-market trading. And folks, I'm not doing this for my health. I'm doing this to protect you from yourselves. Okay. Okay. And again, please, I'm only doing this to help you. I'm not doing this. Jeff, we have to take it one day at a time. I will always keep you posted, but we got to be reasonable. My suggestion would be for VIX. I'll talk about all of this. All the questions you guys have, I will answer without you even asking if you just give me the opportunity. I know exactly what you want to know. Trust me, I do. I'm pretty good at this point in figuring out what you guys need to know and giving it to you. Bank of America, JP Morgan. Now, this is all just a reaction. This is just a cloud. What are you going to be looking at? Well, the first thing is volatility and whether the stocks recover. Look at the regional bank index and whether it starts to recover. I think this should be a 1, maybe 3-day type of thing. Maybe by Monday or Tuesday, it'll dissipate unless we start hearing more news, which I do not think we will. Okay. But I have to tell you this. I don't want you guys going shopping today and then going, Roger, why didn't you tell us that this is a real major issue? It is. It's a major issue. Not yet, Cam, but it will. If it continues, it will. Okay. Yesterday's session, Wall Street closed lower. Xeon Bank, we talked about that. We talked about HPE yesterday. We talked about, hey, look at this. All our catalysts is what caused the market to rock and roll yesterday. This is why we talk about catalysts. This is why we talk about catalysts. Okay. All our catalysts were right here. Fed manufacturing fell to a 6-month low. Not a good sign for the economy. And this is a really important and a very useful tool. Bond market's coming off, by the way, coming off. Not too much, though, right into our area that I drew for you yesterday, 24 hours ago, right here. You're welcome. Let's see if we bounce off of this. We'll get into all of that in a minute, okay? Waller said, and I don't have to go anywhere today, so I don't have to rush because today's our last day at home, and then Monday we're in the new office, allegedly. Policymakers can continue lowering interest rates, quarter point steps to bolster a weakening labor market. You don't want to make a mistake. No, we don't want you making a mistake. So the way to avoid that is going cautiously or carefully and do 25. I agree with him 100% and see what happens, and then you can get a better idea. That's why I said I don't want to think about December yet. I want to see what happens in November. Like people are really like taking it too fast, too far. At the same time, Iran said he would support a 0.5 percentage point cut this month. I think this is being irresponsible and reiterated that trade tensions heightened economic uncertainty and amplified downs. Yes, we already know that already. Fed Barkin said he remains sanguine. I mean, do they have to use words like this? Sanguine. Do people even understand what this word means? The average American has a reading language, a comprehension of an 8th grader. Do you really need to put words like this in about the outlook of both employment and inflation? The ground may look shaky today, but I just think there's a good reason to think there's a countervailing forces that will limit the downside. Okay. It's pretty I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you one thing I'm concerned about. These are two Fed speakers. Look how different they're speaking. This guy's really cautious, and this guy's really aggressive. That's not good. It's good for them to be on the same page. We have a 100% chance that they're going to lower rates 100 basis points. The U.S. government shutdown continues. No serious negotiations taking place. In light of government shutdown, the publication of September industrial production set for today will be delayed. So I guess we're not going to get industrial production. Tony says there is a growing concern about regional bank impact from the second home investment market and the impact of softer economy who are prepared for higher vacancies. Tony, we'll see. We'll see if it continues, if it bleeds into the market today. Isn't that sad thing about what you just said about reading level? Yeah, it is very sad, but that's the truth. I'm not. I mean, this is a fact. This is not something that I mean, I don't publish. I mean, I don't come up with the studies. All right. So Alberto Musalam is going to speak today. I believe he's speaking at 12:15 lunchtime. Not a great time for a Fed speaker to speak on a Friday. All right. Let's continue. A lot of Fed data today. A lot to talk about with you guys. Europe is down 1.31. Why are they down? Tracking a global equity sell-off amid concerns about U.S. regional lenders. So is Europe a catalyst or is Europe a reaction to a catalyst? It's a reaction to a catalyst. It's not a catalyst. See, you guys will be watching Europe today. Instead, you should be watching regional lenders. Would the government reopening be a catalyst for the day? Yes, it would. That would be a really nice catalyst. Clyde is paying attention. You guys saw Clyde is on high alert. Clyde is on high alert this morning. Yeah, it's true. I know. It sucks. Yeah. I agree with what Rick and Rich, you guys are 100% spot on. Sangria wine, exactly, Harold. Exactly. So this is one of the most important things I tell you in catalysts. I tell you two things. Don't confuse a reaction with a catalyst And don't give me a catalyst that the market's already priced in. Okay. So this is clearly a reaction to US lenders. Keep an eye on regional lenders. Here, let me just see. One second. So, folks, you see this right here? Do you see ticker IAT? IAT? This is Dow Jones Regional Bank Index Fund. Okay. Michael, have you been listening to what I've been saying for a while? Yeah, or you can watch. You could look at K. Or it's the same thing, but this is the S&P Regional Bank. I was about to actually go there. So look what it's doing. This is what I would keep an eye on today. And by the way, look down, up. This is what I would keep an eye on today. KRE. Because if we hear another news or if we start trading below this level, the 58 level, it's all bets off. So far, we're up almost 2%. Yeah. Hefe and I'm watching Carrie. Yeah, Michael. Definitely. Hey, Hefe. Hope you're well. I haven't seen you in a while, but I hope you're well. I'm very literate and I had to look what. That's what I'm saying, Don. That's what I'm saying. Me too. But when you see one cockroach, there are usually more. Nathan, it's one of those things. That's why we're going to keep an eye on the regional banks today. But you definitely want to keep an eye on KRE today. All right. And other regional bank stocks, okay? Other regional bank stocks. Grade now. It's eighth grade, Jill. It's eighth grade. Last I checked, it was eighth grade. Sixth grade now? Oh, vey. Okay, let's continue. Whatever it is, it's sad. China closed sharply lower today as trade tension with U.S. continued to weigh on sentiment. Now, you could argue that China is this did not have anything to do with regional banks, so I would add China to my catalysts. This is because of the trade war. So I would definitely add that to my catalyst. Why? Because a lot of casino stocks, we trade casino stocks. And if China's weak, we don't want to trade casino stocks. They're very highly correlated to China. So far, Stefan. But look at what Nathan said. When there's one cockroach, there's two. This is already happening to two banks. Let's see what happens today. So far, regional banks are being a really good sport about it. Okay. But let's see what happens. And let's look at financials. XLF. No, financials recovering too. Look. Okay. Japan closed lower, tracking overnight losses on Wall Street. This is just This is, again, cause and effect. But China is not. China is because of trade war. Regional. Okay. So catalysts, they're all laid out for you right here. Regional banks and big banks too. But nothing crazy. As a matter of fact, let me see. Yeah, Bank of America is already up on the day. SPY is already inside yesterday's range right here, right there. Yesterday's close right there. Okay. So I'm not too, it's a reaction. Okay. It's a reaction. No child left behind. Exactly. And you have financials reporting today. We're going to be looking at financials and bank stocks today, but also other stocks as well. My concern is if the financials and the regional banks recover and the market is still lower, then what is the major issue? Let's see. QQQ. Okay. All right. Volatility. Remember yesterday I warned you I want to see volatility down. So overnight volatility was up, but we actually we're now a little lower. I want to see volatility today below 20. That's right, Bob. Not for too long though. It's also why the little banks are failing. You understand? I want to see volatility. Right now, volatility is at the low of the day. I want to see volatility continue moving lower. We will be looking at VIX extensively today. Thanks, Bob. I appreciate you. Folks, if you're just coming in here right now, two things I'm going to tell you. Please make sure you're watching at 1080p. Right here, the Gearbox, 1080p. And if you don't mind, give us one thumbs up. One. If you feel this is beneficial to you. If you don't like this, well, if you don't like it, why would you be here? So anyway, I'm looking for volatility to go down today. Let's look at bonds real quick. Bonds are still above this area. Bonds are still in a deflationary mode right now. Okay. Put the call ratio. Put the call ratios at 86. It hasn't really moved. And again, please stop sending me emails about what the put the call ratio does intraday. I'm only concerned about put the call ratio between 8:30 in the morning and 9:30 in the morning, okay, before the market opens. That's the only time I seem to find it accurate, okay? It even flips sometimes in the middle of the night on me. So stable, very, very stable. This is not stable. We only have 43% of stocks trading above the 50-day moving average and 54 in the entire market above the 200. That means we're very vulnerable. You have 40% of stocks in the S&P 500 right now trading above the 50-day moving average, which means we have definitely a two-sided market right now, and only 56 above the 200-day. This is not good. This is not good. Dow Jones, 37% of stocks, but 63% above 200. So it's telling us in the long term, things are still stable. In the short term, we're getting a little rubber bandy. And then the NASDAQ 100, look at this, both the composite and the NASDAQ 146. This is telling us we're having weakness in the short term. Long term, we're still stable because this is over 50. Now, I've said this before and I've said this again. When this gets below 50, you're in a recession. You're in a technical recession, correction, recession, whatever you want to call it. You are in a technical bear market if this gets below 50. And please don't argue with me and don't talk to me about economics. I know technicals. When this is below 200, I don't want to hear I don't want to hear anybody's opinion on this. When this is below 200, 50, the 200, we are in deep shit. We're not there yet. But if we do get there, we're going to be in deep shit. Okay? Right here. So keep an eye on this number. And don't argue with me. Okay? I know technical analysis. Okay? Do you think we'll have a slow meltdown rather than a crash? No. I don't think we're going to have a slow meltdown or a crash. We're near 52-week highs, Diamond Jen. I'm just concerned about this news today, but I'm really loving how the markets are completely brushing it off like it's an isolated event. But I would be foolish and irresponsible if I didn't make a big deal out of it and bring it to your attention. Look, my job is to be as objective with you as a robot. Have I proven to be the case? I don't care about politics. I look at technical trading action. Okay? We're in a melt-up season so far. Yeah, we're not in a meltdown season, but I don't like and we are above the 200-day moving average. But what it's telling us, we have a lot of vulnerability and we don't have a lot of stocks in many sectors holding us up right now, which is a problem. Okay? All right, let's talk about individual sectors. I mean indexes. So I obviously don't like this. I obviously don't. Here, let me do it live here. I obviously don't like the fact that we're below the 8-day EMA, but I really love this recovery. We gapped down at the open and we've been going straight up. That's a really good recovery. The question is, are we going to resist right here and then start coming back down at the six? And I'll draw levels, or are we going to continue going up? Look at SPY. See how, remember I drew this for you, this line, and I said we have to get back above this level. Do you see where we're resisting right now? We opened down and we're right at yesterday's close right now. The question is, are we going to pop past that? Based on what I'm seeing, the answer is yes, but there's a strong resistance here. And when did I draw this line for you? When did I draw this line? Oh, a week ago. Look. Support, resistance. Support, resistance. I don't like the fact that we made a lower low. I don't like the fact that we broke the 50-day moving average, but I love the last 12 hours of price action. I want to see us come back and trade above the 8-day EMA. Mags, same shit. Touch the 50-day, coming back down. Look at where we need to get back here. We need to get just a little bit above. We need to be right here. We're at 63. We need to be like 2 points higher, and we're back in our level. Is the weakness and volatility creating an entry level? Maybe, James. Maybe. I don't know yet. I don't know yet because we don't know if regional banks are going to crap out or not. We have to be careful. That's why I said today we have to be very cautious. And I also keep updating you online. Now, let me show you something, James. Look what Clyde says. Clyde said this morning that he's on high alert, code red. Does that look like a time you should be looking for entry opportunities or looking to protect yourself? Code red. Code red means you have to protect yourself, not look for opportunities. We look for opportunities after we confirm that it's not weakness. We haven't confirmed anything yet. We're in twilight zone. We're between the 50-day moving average and the 8-day. This is called twilight zone right now. This is we don't do anything here. QQQ right below we need to get on this side of the fence. See how we're on this side of the fence? We need to get on this side of the fence. SMH. This is what I want everything to look like today, like this. Look at the SPY. I want the SPY to look like this. I want it to be back above. The problem we're having now is there's a lot of overhead resistance at yesterday's closing. I mean, yesterday's opening. So this is looking good. MAGs are not looking good. QQQ not looking good. SPY not looking good. Let's see how RSP is looking. Same thing. No divergence right now. We need all of this to be on this side, just like SMH. If you're wondering what it should look like SMH. That's what we want it to look like. Right now, we want to protect ourselves. Thank you, Bob. Thank you. Let me give you some links, guys. Let me give you some links. When you see Clyde standing up, that means code red, high alert. Code red, high alert. There's the VIP room. I'll be giving you top stocks, answering all of your questions, talking more about implied volatility. Yesterday, people had a really good time with the implied volatility. I'll talk more about it today. IWM, yeah, because it's small caps. Yep, same thing. Look, it all came up to yesterday's opening, or excuse me, yesterday's closing, and it's resisting there. There's a major resist. Look at where the 8-day EMA is, and look at where the pivot is, and you tell me how good these levels work. You see why I use these? Look at how well they work. Anyways, we need to get above this. The key today is going to be to get above this level right here. Let me give you intraday levels. Okay? Let me give you intraday levels. I was going to say I got to get out of here, but I don't have to go anywhere. I'm going to be here all day. See this level? This is going to be huge today. 661.20. That's going to be the key level for you guys for today. No, I'm not kidding. Okay, that's beautiful. Let me post this for you guys. Don't think about making money today. Think about living to fight another day today. Not every day is a day to make money. Sometimes it's to protect yourself. Yeah, but whenever you see Clyde on code red, high alert, you should be careful. SPY levels for today. It's right here, 661.20. I posted in a Telegram channel just now, Jim. 661.20. 661.20 is the level. The most important thing today is this level right here, 661.20. See how we can't get above it right now? How we're coming back down? We need to break above this level. Bug says, do not overtrade, do not revenge trade, do not put your guessing and hoping hat on. Couldn't have said it better. QQQ, let's do QQQ levels. See these levels right here? 559.96, 559.54. Those are the levels. And obviously the downside levels, although I don't see us getting down there. I'm trying to give you guys like the best levels in the world, okay? And I think a lot of you actually use these levels on a daily basis. Don't confuse daily levels with intraday levels. Carla, are you here? I just want to make sure if you're here, do you now understand? Do you have a better understanding of the levels? I'm not trying to pick on you. I just want to make sure you understand this stuff. That's all. QQQ levels. We use these intraday, not during the day. During the day, we use the 8-day, the 15-day, the 50-day, all that stuff. Okay. Yeah, we need to get above the 8-day. And the only way we get above the 8-day is if we break above these levels right here. It on the nat I posted them for you guys. It's all in the Telegram channel. Maybe somebody can post a link to my Telegram channel for those that don't have it. It's there. Um Mags. Let's do mags. It's the 63, 65, 63, 68. Let me raise that up a little bit. Right there. We want to be above yesterday's closing price. That's where we want to get above, okay? Okay, right there. Nice levels. Nice levels for you guys here. This is not a level. It's an old low. Here, I'm making it big so you guys could see it all. All of this is being posted in real time in my Telegram channel, okay? You shouldn't have any problem seeing this. You can blow it up. Mags level. Okay. Dow Jones. Let's do the Dow Jones here. Dow Jones is already above yesterday's close, and this has the most blue chips and bank stocks in it. So this is great. Lots of levels today. What I should do is launch a premium program where I give you the levels, time spreads, and small caps, right? Dow level. All right. Yeah, I'm just checking my. Depends, folks. We'll talk about all of the sector strengths in just a second. Let me just do this. SMH. Let's do SMH levels. Let's delete that. Let's delete that. Okay. You don't have to copy these. You could, first of all, you can always watch the replay. Here's the link to the replay. Here, let me of this show. Here. You can always rewatch this. You can always watch me do this in real time. It's in the Stefan, your answer is in the members area. It's in the members area. Here, guys, look, I'm posting everything in Telegram for you. Here's SPY levels right here. I'm literally, look, I posted this for you, okay, live. It's in there right now. All you got to do is look at it. Russell 2000. Oh, bonds, bonds, bonds. Bonds, 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 bonds. Bonds are very frisky this morning. Look at this. Okay. These are bond levels. And folks, if you don't find these useful, please tell me and I'll stop doing them. I don't want to waste 10 minutes of my time every morning doing these for you if they're not helpful. Only want to do them if they're helpful. All right, down. All right, that's it. SPY, SMH. I don't think I did mags. Let me do mags. We haven't done small caps yet. Did I already do mags? Seems like I already did mags. Huh, because my levels for mags from yesterday look amazing. If I didn't do them, it looks like I did. Well, I'm going to tell you something, guys. I don't know if I did mags or not, but I don't need to change anything here. It's perfect. Probably did them, just forgot about it. There, let me post these for you. This all this here. This crap. All right. All right, there's mags levels. I did, right. That's what I thought. I just didn't post them. I don't think I posted. Oh, I did post them. Okay, I already posted it. Let me delete that. I'm confused. Sorry about that. Okay, you guys have everything you need here, okay? You guys have all the levels. Now, let's go to I love doing all this live with you. I wish I could just stay all day, just be live. It'll be make my life so much easier. Okay. Let's look at stocks that are moving right now. Carla says, I appreciate the detail and explanation and comparison to other levels of it seems that these levels are just consolidation tops and bottoms. They're consolid. Well, yes and no. For intraday, Pro Trader Dashboard is more of daily levels. This is more Alpha Zone Pro. It's more for Alpha Zone Pro, not Pro Trader Dashboard. Yeah, I already did it. All right, so let's take a quick look and see what's buzzing. Okay, XRTX. Whew, I'm going late today. 180, 180. Let's see. God. No, 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 no. Yeah. CREV greater than 905. I'll write them down for you in a minute. Let me just get through this. ARTV greater than 670. Let's continue. Oh, this one looks great right here. Rani. I like this one a lot. This is my favorite one so far. Above 155. Let's continue. Got some good ones today. Nah, it's too expensive. No. That's it. All right. Oh, I didn't. Okay, I'll do. That's what I forgot. IWM. Let me give you these stocks first. XRT. What is it? XRT. What was the first one? XR here. XRTX greater than 180. Then we got CREV greater than 905. Then we got Ronnie. I like that Ronnie above 155. You want me to look at GNOX, GNOX, GNOX? Oh, GNO, yeah, GNOX. I don't see that as a stock here, Gustavo. All right, let me continue. ARTV, AR, ARTV greater than 670. Let's see. I think I got them all, right? One, two, three, four. Okay. Uh, GNPX, GNPX. No, no soup. Just the ones I gave you guys. All good, all good. Okay. And now let me give you stocks that I like. Oh, I didn't give you the Russell levels. Let me give you the Russell levels. Who takes care of you guys here every morning, even when my mother-in-law is having stomach surgery? I knew I was forgetting something. Glad you guys reminded me. Okay, that's nice. Close enough. We're going to blame this mistake on forgetting the Russell 2000 levels on Clyde, okay? Wink, wink. All right, guys, let me give you stocks that I'm looking at for today, okay? And please, please, please be careful today. Wait for these regional banks to, to wait for these regional banks to really come off. And I mean come off, I mean coming back here, okay? Let's see how the market's looking right now. It's not really. Dow's already moving into positive territory. Okay, cool. Okay, let me just go through some stocks for today and I'll let you be. CMCSA. Yeah, I gave IWM. IWM is Russell 2000. Thanks, Rock. Comcast, crappy looking stock. Caesar, actually, I was writing this down and I didn't even realize it. With China coming off, it may be, yeah, Caesar's may be coming off too. Mm. Please don't short stocks that are deviated from the 8-day EMA. This has been on our list for a while now. Okay. Nice looking stock. Nice looking short stock. Very nice looking short stock. Nice looking short stock. Thank you, Gregory. I appreciate that. Let me see if my wife has updated me at all. Oh, she did. Hold on. Oh, that was Anna. Okay, I guess they're heading out right now. Very stressful, very stressful. The IWM is there. I posted IWM right here. It's looking great. I mean, I posted it for you. I posted two of them for some reason. Let me delete one. There we go. Now you have Russell 2000. So QFIN I like short. Long stocks now. Bear Gold still looks okay. Remember, gold stocks don't have the exact same correlation every single day. Yeah, first time for QFIN. Yeah, right. Right, Michael. First time. More like 500 time. Johnson Johnson's looking good. Healthcare stocks should be better today, especially with all of this global stuff. Not insurance stocks, but healthcare stocks. Applied Materials still looking pretty good. I still like no, wrong ticker symbol. Wrong ticker symbol. Not APA, APH. 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 I still like APH. I like this stock a lot. Nice looking stock. MNST. Nice looking stock. Is it no, wrong ticker, wrong ticker. BVN. I confused my V for a U. It's uh it's an ADR, so just FYI. It doesn't trade here in America, trade somewhere else. IONS, another healthcare pharmaceutical stock, and we're in the pit right now. We have two stocks related to healthcare industry. But one is insurance, one is healthcare. FTS. What wrong ticker, wrong ticker. Let me give you the right ticker. FTS. Okay. All right, let me give you GoDaddy. Let's look at GoDaddy. GoDaddy was looking great yesterday. Let's see. Beautiful. I'm going to add it again. I can't always pick every stock. I try to give you no, Peter. It's still on my list. I just try to get. I don't want to give you like the same stocks over and over again. But this is a beautiful stock. Nothing wrong with this stock, Peter. It's a mwah. It's a beautiful stock. Beautiful stock. Really, really nice looking stock. Okay, guys. So here's the deal. It's Friday. We have some potentially rotten news overnight on regional bank stocks. The market is doing a fantastic job of ignoring it for now. Let's see what happens when the market opens. I'll be updating you in the Telegram channel throughout the day. Please, 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 please don't go making big bets, and I'll tell you why. We got this regional thing going on right now, right? Look, listen and listen. This right now is the headline right here. If another bank falls into that situation today, the market is going to tank 400 points, whether it's a real concern or it's not. The market is right now kind of like doing this. I'll give you a really good example. Give you a really good example. When you have a little kid and you take the little kid to a play yard for the first time, and that little kid is going to get really excited and he's going to start running along with all the kids, and you got to be the helicopter mom, and you got to be like behind him, or the helicopter dad, and you got to be like, that's how people are thinking about the market today. So institutions are not thinking about, hey, what's the next large cap we should buy on this discount? What they're looking at is, okay, let's hope this is an isolated event. Let's hope this is an isolated event. Let's hope in the next 24, 48 hours, we don't hear anything about it. As a result of that, I believe that accumulation is going to be very, very cheap today because folks are really concerned about this, because this is a big, big potential problem. So I don't necessarily think folks are going to be selling anything off aggressively, but I don't think folks are going to be in a let's go buy every stock we can. It's October, let's save some money season either. My point is, we're going to have a two-sided market. We have to be very, very careful. My dogs are going crazy again. You don't have technology is over here. Most of the tech is here now. So be careful. If we don't have firepower from financials, and if we don't have firepower from technology, what's going to give us our firepower? Small caps? I laugh at that. Not enough market cap. So we got to be really, really mindful. We got to be really, really mindful, okay? Because we don't know. Vivek, I'd like to think that The market's thinking that, but we don't know for sure. And also, it didn't happen to one bank; it happened to two. I don't remember who was it. Somebody said earlier about cockroaches. You just don't know. You don't know. So folks, if you want to buy 100 shares, buy 50 shares. What I'm saying is, this is not the time to be aggressive. This is a time to sit down, go under the table, look for the next aftershakes after the earthquake. This is not a time to be aggressive. The market will tell us if the market has to completely recover from that downside in order for me to get aggressive again. And I'll let you know if that's the case. So be very cautious, be very, very cautious, be very, very nimble. Don't go buying discount stocks today. We're going to have some extra volatility. And most importantly, keep your eye on the VIX. We want to see the VIX below 20 again. We want to see the VIX moving down the entire day. Going to give you some more links, and I will say goodbye. I hope you guys all have a great weekend, and I will see you in the VIP room. And Carla, if you have other questions, this is feel free to ask. I'm not picking on you. I really want you to be a good trader, and I'm dead serious about that. You know? All right, guys. I'll see you guys later. My email is roger@rogerscott.com. Remember, I have a mother-in-law who's in surgery today, so it's going to be one of those days. I'm working from home. Matt is working from home. He's going to be putting together everything in the new office over the weekend, and hopefully we'll be there on Monday, and I'll see you guys later. Please be careful today. This is not a time to be a hero, okay? I'm going to repeat that again. Clyde is on code red, high alert. This is not a time to be a hero, okay? Bye, everybody. Take